Johnny Kenhammer Podcast, Episode 4, coming to you from Canggun, Bali. Sunday night, almost forgot to record this podcast. I just got done filming a video of my initial thoughts of Bali so far. You can check that out if you haven't already. Overall, I am not too impressed with Bali. It is 10 p.m. now. I had a couple dates scheduled. One, I got a girl's phone number. Turns out she was an escort, so I quickly canceled that. Another girl I was supposed to meet up with at 8. She just texted me saying she just woke up. She fell asleep. And I don't really have much desire to go out and meet these girls. I just made that video about Bali. My initial thoughts so far are Bali is great for online dating. I have not explored the city much. I did spend most of my day today on Bumble and Tinder. I had over 200 likes to go through. I got a bunch of matches now that are sending me. As I mentioned, I got distracted here, but sending out a bunch of messages. The texting here is way different than it would be in the States, Canada, Australia, because girls are working. Here, because I'm only here for a short time, most of my messages are very quickly saying something like, I just got done at the gym, what are you doing? So I can see if they're up to meet for a date. Like I said, I did schedule a couple dates today. They kind of flaked. I got a couple set up for tomorrow. I really don't want to keep texting all these girls because I don't want to set up dates throughout the entire week and then just have them flake. I also don't want to be on my phone the entire day. I don't really get much enjoyment from online dating. In the past, it was a great way to meet women, get dates very quickly, build up that skill set. But where I'm at now, that's just not all that interesting to me. So being here, I got it set up for today and tomorrow. I don't think I'm going to really pursue it much farther than that. I'll either chill here and work, or I'll go do cold approach and try to get dates, or I don't really know. If you are new to dating, or if you're just getting out of divorce or breakup, or you just want to have a lot of fun experiences, then Bali could be a great place for you. Definitely want as good of a profile as you can get. Obviously, the better you have, the more attractive women you will match with. But I think you would still do quite well here. There's a lot of abundance for men. I'm getting as many likes as a woman would typically get in the States or Australia or wherever. So there's definitely that tons of abundance, but you are filtering through a lot of girls that are working. Probably get a lot of flakes. It's also going to be very short term because I'm not going to be here long. But yeah, overall, I would say online dating here is great. If you're a guy and you have a good profile, you will get a ton of matches. You can set up a lot of dates. From what I can tell, I'll make a video just breaking down my thoughts and what's going on throughout the week in Bali. So I'll let you know tomorrow how those dates go. But yeah, it's very distracting. It's not something that I want to do. I mean, I'm already burnt out with it after doing this all day. I don't even really want to go on dates. I don't really want to go explore the town. I went walking around today and it's fine, but it's also not that interesting to me. There's not a lot to see. There's some storefronts, but I don't like to shop. It's a bunch of rundown houses. There's some foot traffic. I didn't make it down to the beach, and I haven't made it to any of the bars or the nightclubs. I just kind of have the feeling that it's going to be like Mexico, where it's kind of debauchery, and I haven't experienced it, so I don't want to say exactly what it is, but I just don't have a huge desire to go and explore this stuff. I didn't want to really come to Bali in the first place. I was very hesitant to come. My friends did come. Steven, he was supposed to be here. He got sick, so he missed his flight. So we'll see if he shows up. And George is here. He's loving the online dating. He's brand new to it. So he's he had 400 likes on Tinder today. He's gone through like 70 and set up a couple dates. So he's loving the experience. Like, this is all brand new to him. He's excited. He's learning the texting. He's doing all that stuff. Whereas for me, I don't really care. I'm burnt out with it. It's not really building my skill set because it's very easy to get girls on date. I'm finding as I'm doing it too, like I'm not building myself up as a man because I'm literally just sitting on my phone. I'm kind of clever with what I'm saying, but it's all just to get them out on a date. It's not really trying to get to know them. It's not really improving me at all. Whereas cold approach, I have to put myself on the line. I have to go face those feelings of not being good enough, like, oh, maybe I'm not good looking enough for her, or, I have to face that rejection. And doing that really puts me out there. It really makes me feel like I'm accomplishing something when I do get a date from that, or a phone number, or see a girl smile and laugh. Like, that's me displaying who I am. That's me growing as a person. An online date, like, I literally spent the entire day sending messages, matching with girls, going through the stuff now. Some of these girls ended up being working girls. Some of these girls flaked. Some girls seem okay, but probably not girls I'm going to be with long term, which I'm obviously not going to be with them long term. I'm not going to be here for longer than a week. Based off the first day, I don't really see me coming back here ever, but we'll see. It's the very early on in the interaction, or the very early on in the new location. I do love to travel. I do like to explore. I do like to see new things. I'm probably just a little burnt out with traveling and just wanting to rest. It's been raining here, so I'm not that interested in going out. And it's, I'm in the part, I don't know if the whole city is like this. I'm only in this one little part, but I'm walking around. The streets are very narrow. A lot of, no tall buildings, not a lot to see, no foot traffic. It just doesn't make me want to get out and go walk around and explore and see what's going on. Maybe there's something like a 20-minute walk from here, but it's 10 at night. I don't want to do all that. I'd rather do some day game. I'd rather work. I'd rather build some content. I found that I'm being very lazy here so far too. Like, I was in the coffee shop and then I'm spending all my time on the phone being distracted. So I got a video out today, but I didn't get many comments done. I didn't get any journaling done. I didn't get any work done that is going to help you guys with texting or storytelling or improving the YouTube videos. It was all just a big distraction. I guess it is Sunday, but I was crushing it in Mexico. Me and Rowan, we were on our grind. I was busy all day with the gym, meditating, doing cold approach, building content, building YouTube videos. And Australia, I felt like I was working with clients, so I wasn't at my computer as much, and I haven't been going to the gym, but I still felt like I was accomplishing some stuff. And today was the first day where I really felt like just distracted, not growing as a person, not all that interested with the people that I'm even talking to on here. And it's just never ending. I could do this forever. I can just see how I would be distracted so much in Bali, and it's all going to be just short term. I also mentioned this in the video too. Part of the reason I didn't want to come to Bali is Bali seems like the place where I don't know if I want to say unsuccessful people, or like, it just seems like a place that broke people go to get out of the country. And I don't know if that's true. Like I said, I haven't really met anybody here, but part of my hesitation to come here was I see these TikTok videos, or I've seen these videos of like, this is where coaches go to learn to coach coaches on how to coach. And you got the traveling nomads who have traveled the world and now they're going to settle here and they spent all their money. And this is all just very generalization, but that's just the feeling I have. I still have that feeling. I don't really want to explore here. It's, I don't know. For me, this is not the spot I want to be at. If you are, I'll mention this again though, if you're brand new to dating and you want to get a lot of abundance, this does seem like a good spot for you to go. It is definitely cool. If you never traveled before, you can definitely come here. I've been to a few places like Mexico and Colombia and stuff like that, so I kind of have similar experiences to this. So this place does not inspire me. We'll see what kind of events there are to do. Maybe I'll go surfing. Maybe I'll go explore a little bit more tomorrow. Um, yeah, the food. I don't care about food. I eat like a 5-year-old. Everything's very plain to me. So it's actually more difficult for me to eat here than it was in the States where I can just make my eggs every day. I don't even have a stove in my room here. So I have to eat out, which I don't want to do. I just can't make 6 eggs consistently. I was eating 12 eggs a day in Mexico. It was awesome. And now I'm eating unhealthy again. Which is just an excuse. Like I could fix that, obviously, but it is more difficult. So yeah, the food's not for me. If you can relate to that, then maybe the food's not gonna be here for you either. But if you are a foodie, I'm imagining there's probably some really good spots here for you. Let's see. Yeah, overall though, the Australia trip was great. I guess I can talk about that a little bit since I haven't mentioned anything for a week. Melbourne, Sydney, awesome cities, very walkable, very high traffic areas, a lot of people out and about, things to do, a lot of things to see. I just love the energy of it. And compared to here, like here is just run down and I don't know if I want to say it. It's just, yeah, maybe it is run down. Like there's just nothing extremely cool to see from what I've gathered. Whereas like Melbourne, maybe I just wanted to be in a place that's just all cold approach. Melbourne, I can just walk out my door. There's people walking around. I could just feel the energy. I could just go for a walk, go explore. Who knows what I'm gonna see? Go see some cute girl. Go talk to her. See some people just having a conversation. Go talk to them. Just very vibrant. A lot of stuff to do. Sydney felt the same way. Sydney was not as busy and exciting as Melbourne was. I thought Melbourne was really cool. I really like that. But my focus is also I want to be in a city that's got the most foot traffic so that I can build my skill set because I feel in order for me to be as confident as I possibly can, I need to let go of this need for approval, this fear of rejection, this need for validation. And the way that I'm going to get that is through building myself up as a man and feeling comfortable talking to people. So the more people I can talk to, the better. That's why I love Melbourne. There's cool rooftop bars. There's cool things to see. There's parks. I was only there for a couple days, so I didn't get to see everything, but there's a cool mall. There's just so much to do. And Sydney was nice too. I liked the Opera House. I was able to get on a Bumble date there, which went pretty well. I was only there for a short time again, so not much came about it. I was also staying in a hostel, so my logistics weren't great. But there was a lot of foot traffic. I was able to get my approaches in, and right now that's what's more important to me, honestly, is getting the approaches in any way that I can. I did approach here in Bali. It went fine, and then I didn't see anybody really the rest of the day because I was on my phone with these apps. I'm gonna do those 2 dates tomorrow. Maybe this girl that fell asleep I'll meet up with again. But then after that, I'm just going to focus on either work or the approaches. Cairns was there with my other client, Pat. That was great. Didn't get a lot of time with him. We went to a charity event and they were bidding on vacations, watches, like PS5s. Like they were spending thousands of dollars like it was nothing. And that was really cool to be a part of because I realized that these are just normal people. They just work really hard. They have successful businesses and they can afford to buy a $20,000 vacation on a random Thursday or Friday or whatever day I was there. So that was cool to see. Just normal people working hard. They can afford to pay extra because it does go to charity. And those are the kind of people I want to be around, the kind of the successful people. They're very friendly, like I had a great time talking to them. I was completely sober, just connecting and being charismatic. It felt good to be in that environment. I wasn't isolated, which maybe is my problem here in Bali. I'm not getting out there, so I do feel isolated. And then after that, at the charity event, Pat bought me a number, and if they draw that number, you win $2,000. They drew number 76. And I was number 75, so I did not win anything, which is disappointing. That would have been cool to win $2,000. split that with Pat or donate it or whatever. But I did win a bottle of gin, which I gave to his work crew. Pat owns a very successful business. He's been doing that for 5 years. He's at a spot now where he's realized that he wants to get his not only his dating life under control, but just become a better version of himself, like start working on himself. And the best way to do that, in my opinion, is cold approach. It really just opens you up into ways you can improve, builds your confidence, makes you really reflect on some deficiencies that you might be having. I know for me, I was a nice guy. I would do things for others that I didn't want to do. I couldn't take feedback. I would shut down emotionally. I couldn't socialize. So just doing cold approach really taught me all that stuff. I was able to speak with authority in my voice instead of being very meek and quiet. So I'm excited for his journey. But gave his crew were doing their Christmas holiday party. So after the charity event, we went there. They're a great crew. Really like those guys. They ended up playing a drinking game called, I guess, golf, where you have to drink so fast. And it was fun connecting with them, but I really have no desire to spend time with those kind of people. Nothing against them personally. They're good people, but I just don't need to be in those environments. And it's not even the environment. Like I was fun hanging out there, getting to know those people, socializing, practicing my social skills while completely sober. And when we went out to different locations, I was having fun talking to other people there. But just going out and drinking has no interest to me. I'm only really wanting to hang out with people that talk about self-development, talk about business. We'll go do approaches. We'll talk about, hey, how could I do better in this interaction? Hey, what can we do to make this environment more fun? Maybe we should go do something over here. Like just more connection. I don't want to talk about drinking. I don't want to talk about the same things that come up. I don't want to be I noticed this in Minneapolis. I felt very out of place there because I would have these stories, like something would remind me of Barcelona or Mexico or something. And then every time I talked about it, I felt very out of place because a lot of these people never traveled or expanded their horizons or never had any thoughts of leaving. They still have all their friends from high school. And that's just not me. I couldn't relate to it. And so it's very difficult for me to be in those situations, which I kind of felt like over the weekend. So didn't want to stay out there too late. I did get some approaches in, but also felt a little stifled as well. Then after that, the next day, went to Green Island, did some snorkeling, which was very disappointing in my opinion. I thought it was going to be, they just drop you off in the middle of the ocean and you get to see some coral reef and some cool fish or wildlife or whatever you want to call it. And instead they drop you off at the island and you're just supposed to rent snorkel equipment and go swim out. So you barely see any coral. Saw a couple turtles, which I don't really care about. Kind of cool, I guess, but nothing crazy like I was expecting. We did get to see them feed the crocodile, which was cool to see, but I also feel bad for caged animals like that. So, yeah, it was good, but I would not recommend it to anybody. If you're going to the Barrier Reef, go to a snorkeling tour. If you're going to see alligators or crocodiles, do the crocodile diving. That's what I want to do. But we'll see what happens with that. I'm going to go back to Cairns next week to work with Pat, get his photos, get his online dating going, get him like started on this new journey. I'm excited for him. I was hoping he would come out to Bali just to get him some of the online dating practice, just so he can see what abundance really does look and feel like. Because it's I know most people struggle to get matches in the U.S. specifically because girls have so many options, whereas here it's very much different. Men have just as much as abundance as women, it seems like, or at least my profile and George's does. But we also took a lot of time to get those to work. But yeah, it would have been nice to get him that experience. So we'll do what we can. Go back to Australia, get his get his stuff up and running, get him into just getting comfortable socializing. It doesn't even have to be like approaching where you're going all in, but just to start small and build yourself up 1% a day. That's how I started. Was just talking to people throughout the day. And then eventually you start talking to girls and they start flirting. And now, as I've been doing the Australia stuff, I was doing 10 approaches a day and I found myself just talking to people much more naturally. I was talking to some Japanese girls on the boat to the Green Island. I was talking to the people that were working at the desks there. Felt very just social, and that doesn't necessarily have to be that I was being attractive or anything, but it just felt good to give value to brighten up people's days. And now I'm here in Bali and I've been isolated all day and I don't feel like going out. I don't feel like socializing. I'm ready to just be back in Australia to start fresh. Yeah, I guess this is just the first day, but my feelings, I'm just going by my feelings, how I feel about it. I feel stifled here. I feel like this is just it's just not a place that I can see myself being. I'm gonna make the most of it. I'm gonna have fun. I'm going to work. I'm gonna go on these dates. I'm gonna do some cold approach. Things might get better. I'm gonna make things get better. They are gonna get better. I don't think so. Yeah, I'm not gonna say what I think, but these are just my initial feelings right now. I do like the little apartment I got or the little hotel room I got. It's very cozy. Doesn't have anything to cook with, which is annoying. But I'll just deal with the poor diet until I can get settled in. I'm not very excited with my health. Like recently, I was crushing it. I am gonna go to Nirvana tomorrow, which is gonna have cold plunge, sauna, hot tub, infrared, gym. So I'm gonna do that in the morning. That I'm excited about. Then I'll do those dates tomorrow if they don't flake. If they do, then I'll have some free time to do something else. After that, yeah, I don't know. Then I guess the rest of the week I'm going to focus only on work, getting back to a grind, do some cold approach, try to explore as much as I can with with the just the desire I have for it. Try to do everything I can to get George in a good spot, get his dating life going, help Pat out. He's supposed to come out here this week, so that'll be good to see. Hopefully Steven makes it out here. Hopefully he's feeling better. And just have a crew of guys that want to do some stuff. I think that is going to make it way more fun, is just having guys to travel with and hang out and go places with. Whereas right now, George just got in today. I got in last night at like midnight, so it's not like I haven't had a ton of time in Bali yet. So these are just all my initial thoughts right now. If you guys are struggling with anything, dating wise or just like mindset wise, it was really interesting to me, like hanging out with Pat over the last couple of days, because I have helped clients in the past with like recovering from divorce and becoming more masculine and doing the coaching calls once a week. That is great. That feels good. But I really like just coming to a place like with George and with Pat. Like I can go to where they're at, hang out with them, and they can just feel my mindset, like what I think and feel. Because sometimes I don't even know like what people need to hear or what, like just they just ask me something and this is just stuff that I do. Like I don't think about it anymore because I was where they were, but I've just done these things to get to a different place. So it's interesting when they ask me like a question, it's like, oh yeah, this is what I do. And I don't think about it, but they're like, oh, that really made me aware. That really opened my mind. Like, oh fuck, okay, that's kind of cool. I just take for granted the stuff that I've been doing. Sometimes I feel like I need to be perfect, or um I need to be an expert at cold approach or dating or online dating or mindsets or divorce recovery. Like these are just things that I've been doing. I'm in my 40s now, trying to do the best that I can, trying to show people what I'm doing to just improve my life in a better way. Hopefully it's inspiring. Hopefully it helps you guys see what is possible. Like maybe there's some areas that you're deficient in that you just don't even realize. It's interesting how once you just become aware of it, you can start making progress on it. I wasn't aware that I could change I wouldn't say who I was, but the things I was doing. I always thought like you're just born with confidence or you're not. So when I found out you could develop things to become more confident, to become more attractive, it's like, oh fuck, okay, well now I'm awake. I took the whatever they say, the Matrix. I took the red pill, so now I can see like, oh shit, okay, women are attracted to men who are masculine and take pride in themselves and put forth effort, and it's like, okay, I know I can do that. So I got off on a tangent there. Yeah, I guess main thing is looking to just help you guys. I would love to. I mean, if what I've been working with recently is people I've been flying to where they're at. That's why I'm in Australia, flying where they're at, getting them their pictures done in person, hanging out with them, teaching them, just like going over my mindsets, just being a friend. Like I consider these guys friends already. I like hanging out with people that are wanting to improve, that want to be better, that want to, for me, like guys, my focus is for me, I am improving my cold approach, my dating life. I want to be confident. I want to be able to express my opinions. It doesn't matter if it's an attractive girl or any girl. I want to be able to handle rejection. I want to be able to be confident, charismatic, clever. And so for me, that's through cold approach. I know that just makes me a better version of myself. So my main focus now is to improve that area. I would love to help people along the way do that with the things that I've learned along the way. If that's something that you're interested in, I'd love to help you with that. But that's why I want to stay in a city like Brisbane or Melbourne, where I can get all these approaches in. I can get this practice so that I can really just develop my skill as fast as possible. I have friends that are in their 50s. They're really busy with their business, and that's great. They're going to make a lot of money with that. But for me, even when I was at this that charity event, they're spending thousands of dollars on vacations and watches and all this stuff, and it's like, oh, that's awesome. They have that much money they can just spend on it. But I'm just thinking, like, I would give up all that money to just feel completely at ease in any situation where, I go see a beautiful woman on an elevator and I don't have these limiting beliefs of, oh, she would not want to talk to me or I'm not good enough. Like I would trade all that money for that feeling of just being like, oh, I'll just talk to her because I want to. I don't have any of these negative thoughts. That's what I would love to work through and just let go of any resistance, let go of that self-defeating attitude, let go of all that stuff. So yeah, money wouldn't cure that. But going out and improving myself and just putting myself out there, letting go, just realizing that, we're all flawed. Yeah, I guess I don't know where I'm going with that, but that's what I'm looking for. Would love to have you guys join me on that journey, improve each other as we go. Accountability is huge. I really miss my masterminds with Rowan. I haven't done those. Did do that last week because of traveling and stuff. Can hopefully do it tomorrow. It's his birthday, so he may be busy. So hopefully we don't have to reschedule that. But yeah, accountability is huge. So if you guys are wanting to commit to doing the work, I mean, it's a decision. You can't just change your mind. Like you have to decide if you want to do it or not. I would love to keep each other accountable. I'd love to have people on this journey with me. It's great to have like-minded people connecting. You build such good friends. Over the years, I've made friends like Steven and George. Like I just made George as a new friend. Like Steven, I've known for a few years. I have people so now I can visit him in Australia. I stayed with him for a couple of days. I have people in Colombia I know. I have people in Mexico I know. I have people in Spain. You just build this community because people have the same goals and mindsets. So if you're looking to do this stuff, if you're looking to get unstuck, if you're looking to change your dating life, if you're just looking to improve yourself as a man, as a person, connect with me. I can connect you with people that I know that have trained me, my mentors, like-minded people who just want to improve as well. Maybe there's some in your city that I know. Maybe there's some we'll find together and we'll just continue to build. Just very cohesive, want to connect, want to just help build value. I guess we're at the 30-minute mark now. I probably rambled a bit too much. I'll finish it off by reiterating the whole purpose of this thing is Bali is great for new people and online dating, if you want to get started and just really rocket boost stuff, this is a great spot. Like, come out here, meet some girls, get laid. Like, it'll help you after a divorce or breakup for sure, at least distract you and show you what's possible with some abundance. If you're already kind of gone through that phase, like I kind of have, I'm not really that interested in meeting a bunch of girls, sleeping with a bunch of different girls, at least through online dating. Just because it's not as rewarding to me. Like I said, I just like to go out and talk to people and do it that way. I will set up these dates. Maybe they'll be cool, but I don't want to spend a lot of time on that. So as of right now, Bali's not the place for me for that. Food wise, I don't care. Yeah, I'll keep you posted. All this stuff is subject to change. This is just my first night. Uh, it's 10:30 now. Glad I did the podcast. Almost forgot about it. This is episode 4. Let me know what you guys want to hear. Ask me questions. Maybe I'll mention this in the next podcast earlier. I'm not sure how many people make it this far into the podcast. But shoot me questions that I can answer for you guys. I think that would make my life a lot easier. Then I don't have to come up with any topics or do anything. It's difficult to make a video every day. And it's not that difficult. I'm just being lazy about it, I guess. I don't know. All right, we will end it there. Episode 4. Welcome to Bali. Take care, guys. Peace.